Stephen Michael Rinaldi, coming to you. I was going to say live and direct, but that wouldn't be true. Recorded live and direct, but who knows when I'm going to post it. You know, I just returned to Nepa, my home, coming from the rooftop of Cafe Rinaldi. My home, our home, a lot of us at least. And, you know, I preach a lot of positivity, I preach a lot of God, because these are the things that have kept me alive. All right? Let's not forget that I have more lives than a cat. Well, I cashed in 9 of them. So I guess me and the cat are like neck and neck. But, you know, I walked into my apartment, back up. So I preach positivity, I preach God, right? What about when I'm having a down day? You know, it would be very not authentic of me to only show you when I'm on one, when I'm feeling good. You know, I don't mean with substances, I mean on my positivity shit. You know, our positivity shit. So I walk into my apartment after coming back from Florida. I get hit with this wave of emotions. First of all, I was scared to come home, if I'm being real. I was fearful. I tend to have a pattern that I noticed over the years. Before I realized that I was the one in charge. Okay? I'm the one who calls the shots. I'm the one who makes the decisions. If I pick up a drug or a drink today, that's on me. Okay? Not the pattern, because that's what it was. That would be on me. Side note, interesting, funny note. I mean, this is the only 420 I could think of that I haven't been on any kind of substances. Typically cannabis today, you know. I'm sure there had to be at least 1 or 2 when I was in jail cell or rehab. No, but not today. Today, I'm sitting on top of this roof. I got the sun shining. You know, so I walked in the apartment, right? And it was like I hit with this wave of emotions. You know, I had it was just reminding me of the last time I was in there, the person I was in there with, and I'm not with that person anymore. And it just hit me in the stomach. You know, that love sickness, that feeling in your gut, your stomach wants to tie in a knot. You know, and I was like, what do I do? What do I do? And like, the phone. I was gonna call somebody. I did. I called one person. I was gonna call somebody else. You know, and then I'm thinking like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna call somebody, spew where I'm at, put my negativity on them, bring them to my level. I'm not saying that you shouldn't get things off your chest and communicate with people on a like-minded mission as you. Please don't misconstrue my message. Okay, it's important to get things off your chest for sure. But there becomes a point, okay, where we're just regurgitating the same story over and over and over and over and over and over. What good is that doing? All it's doing is making me relive it over and over and over and over. And each person has now got to deal with my toxic ass over and over and over and over. I don't know, man. I'm not exactly professional, unless we're talking professional degenerates. Reformed professional degenerates, I should say. You know, but like, I don't see the value in it. I just don't. All right. So what I decided to do instead, come up to my happy place. This is on the roof of this restaurant. Is one of my really, really happy places. And I decided to take a tool from my belt from a program that chooses to remain anonymous, because they taught me a lot of really, really positive information. Just don't resonate with 100% of it. A lot of it, most of it, just not 100%. Okay. I decided to look at what I was grateful for. I decided to look at what I have versus what I don't have. You know, because I can get all like Polly Pissy Pants on y'all and be like, oh, feel bad for me. Oh, I don't have everything I want right now. Oh. What is that going to do for me? What is that going to do for me? Except for make me relive that over and over and over. Spread that over and over and over. So I decided to redirect my thinking. And I decided it would be a good time to show you that the positive, God-fearing Steve Rinaldi has bad days, for sure. I mean, I think that's probably no secret. You know, if you live in northeastern PA, 50 square mile radius, I'm sure you've heard of at least one of my bad days. Hopefully you weren't too close. If you were, I'm sorry. So, you know, man, I'm thinking, well, number one, I just came from Pompano Beach, Florida. It was like 80 degrees down there every day, right? And I came back to northeastern PA. All my friends were like, yo, why are you coming back? Why are you coming back? I'm like, yo, listen, it's where I'm supposed to be. It's where I'm supposed to be. You know? And so for starters, gratitude list number one, how about the sun is shining, I'm wearing a t-shirt, and I'm in northeastern PA. And I feel comfy as shit. You know? That's a great place to start, man. You know, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my family. And I don't say it enough. You know? I think a lot of other people would have kicked my ass to the curb. Multiple times. Don't tell them I said that. Okay, I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. You know, I'm grateful that I got some frozen meat in the freezer. Pretty much in that freezer. If there's some frozen meat, I'll be alright. I'll live. I've certainly survived that last. Okay? That. I'm grateful for my health. I mean, damn. You know, to live the way I lived and be in the condition that I'm in right now is beyond a miracle. Shout out. Thank you. Certainly wasn't my doing. Certainly wasn't my doing. If I'd have had my way, I'd be dead years ago. But he knows what he's doing, I guess. Not I guess. He knows what he's doing. He's got a plan. I can't see it yet. I just keep walking one foot in front of the other. You know? Grateful for my son. I'm grateful to communicate with my son on a regular basis. You know? I don't talk every single day. Probably every 2-3 days, depending. I'm striving for every day. And I'm striving to be in closer proximity to him. This was a pit stop. This is a pit stop. Grateful for that. I'm grateful to be sober today. Yo, so grateful to be sober today. Right? And like, alright, so it's like this, man. I don't even know. You know what? I'm going to hold that thought because I want to digest that and think about it a little bit before I just go bop, 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 like I normally do. I'm grateful to be sober today. I'm grateful to have like a clarity of mind, to be able to put a sentence together, you know, and not just be talking shit. I'm grateful to be honest today. Yeah. Oh my God. The lies I spun over the years. Keeping up with those lies. Full-time job. Didn't pay that well either. I'm grateful that I have today, through God, for me, the moral fortitude to not be okay with lying. You know, today I'm not okay with it. It doesn't sit well with me. Okay? Now, does that mean that I tell the truth 100% of the time? Come on now. Okay? Typically, when I do lie, it's typically to try to spare somebody's feelings, you know, which I'm even trying to get to a place of being able to speak my truth 100% of the time. You know, this old corny kind of cliche is say what you mean, don't say it mean. But speak your truth. You know? I feel like when we bite our tongues, in most situations, I'm sure there's exceptions, it's like a piece of us just like we have to like push something down. It feels painful. It feels traumatizing almost, to be honest with you, on a very minor level compared to some of the trauma that some of us have been through. But it don't sit well with me. Not today. So I'm grateful for that. I am grateful for my friends. Shit. I don't have as many as I thought I once did. I didn't realize that a lot of people around me, and this is not a judgment on them, this is an observation, which might just be a loophole for me to judge people, but I'll look at that later. Okay. I'm grateful for the handful of friends, maybe two handfuls of people that genuinely love me and that I genuinely love. You know, just so grateful. Shout out Melissa Weller for coming to pick me up at the airport today, even though it took you 4 hours to get there. I know there was traffic. I'm kidding. But good friends like Melissa are hard to come by. You know, so if I were to offer you a piece of advice today during this, I don't know, gratitude list, whatever you want to call it. When you have people in your life that have your back no matter what, that you know genuinely love you and you genuinely love them, you better work on that relationship. You better foster that relationship, because they're rare. They are rare. So hold on to them. Not too tight. You don't want to strangle the life out of them, you know. But be there for them. You know, answer the phone even when you don't want to. You know, I mean, have your boundaries, of course, but you know, friendships, just like any other relationships, at times I believe there's compromises and sacrifices that we make for each other. You know, just to show out that we love them. You know, just to prove to them and prove to ourselves, or just to do the right thing. Forget about proving anything. You know, just being real to that person, being authentic, always. You know, telling them, yo, change those pants, bro. You look bad. Please. You know, and not in a mean way, but I'm looking out for you. You got something in your nose, bro. Get that out of there. You know? Don't let your boy walk around with shit in his nose. So I'm grateful for my friends. I am grateful for my kid's mother. She should have been number one. Honest to God, I really am. You know, that girl sheltered my son from me and my stepson during a time in my life where I had no business being around him. I had no business being in his energetic field. All I was going to do was bring him down. know? And yes, in the absence of being there, I also brought him down. Okay? It's a cross that I bear. It's a cross that I bear. But I'm gonna make it right. Make it right by being the best version of me that I could be. You know? So I'm grateful for that girl, despite all the madness that I put her through, despite everything, the abuse she put up with from me getting high, all of it. That girl deserves an award. And I intend to give her one. Super grateful for you, Ashley. I can't tell you probably won't watch this video, but if you do, just know you're loved and appreciated. Super, super, super much. So, you know, in closing, man, it's easy to look at what we don't have. All right? If I'd have sat in that apartment and looked at the pictures and looked at this and looked, oh my God, we were there and we were there, so pow. Get out of my face with that shit, man. I don't have any time for that. I don't have any energy for that. You know, and I would tell you that I don't know you personally. Maybe I do, but a lot of you don't. You don't have time for that either. Okay? Because all that's going to do is get you sliding downward. It's going to lower your vibration, man. And all that means is that you're going to be in a bad mood. Okay? We want good vibes. We want good vibes. Good moods. We want to smile, laugh, you know, have fun. Do the things that really matter. Do the things that we're passionate about. Speaking of which, you know exactly what I'm doing after this. So, it's a secret. I can't wait to show you guys one day. But, I love you guys, man. I really, really genuinely do. I love every single one of you. I don't care if you hate my guts. I love you even more, actually. So, you know, man, go out and do what makes you happy today. Make somebody else happy today. You know, remember what you're grateful for. It's really hard to feel like shit when you think about 10 things you're grateful for. You know, the program taught me that many years ago. They weren't wrong. They rarely are. It's not gonna be like, rarely. From my perspective. Rarely. I love you guys so much, man. I hope you have a wonderful 420. You know, if you're consuming cannabis or not, I love you. You know, no judgment. No judgment from me. Peace and love.